Hey folks, welcome to another Let's Talk. I hope you're doing well. So we have a bit more to talk about regarding everything that's going on in Ark right now. This is a previous Let's Talk audio test video that I'm just putting on in the background right now. So basically, I want to talk about value for money. There is a lot going on in Ark, and there's been a lot of negative things since. I feel like since the players were banned in the PvP and the Conquest Spheres, I think it's called. Yeah, I don't play PvP, but there was a bunch of players that got banned. But ever since then, feel like there's been one negative thing after another, especially since Ark Ascended was announced and then that came out. It's a whole bunch of stuff. Like, I could talk about it all, but if you're part of the Ark community and you're watching this video, you're probably most likely playing Ark, so you know everything as well. But I'm talking about things like it being announced that Ark Ascended was going to be free, then it wasn't going to be free, then the Trado deal being announced, and Ark Ascended coming out and it not being ready to be for release, which is pretty much the case for any DLC it's came out. There's been a load of bugs when it first came out. And then recently we had the Ark Aquatica thing, when finding out the Lost Colony was going to be $30. That's a small wrap up of a load of things that are going on basically in the Ark community. But for me, it comes down to what I said in the title in the video, and that is value for money. And I feel like I'm extra qualified to talk about that because when it comes to Ark Evolved, I got so much value from this game that I felt like I owed the developers money. And I've talked about this beforehand on my channel, and I'll probably talk about it again in the future. Because I got Ark Evolved for free. I got the island and I got all the custom Ark maps, or 6 of them for free. And I bought the Scottish Delft DLC, I bought the Aberration DLC, and I bought the Genesis Pass for Genesis Part 1 and Part 2 maps. I bought all that. So I feel like they owed the developers money. So even though I knew I couldn't play Ark Ascended. I bought Ark Ascended, I bought Bob's Tall Tales. Because I would like to go across. It's unlike the Forest, where I got Forest for like £3, so I bought Sunset Forest because I got so much value from that £3. But I feel like I owed the developers of that game money as well. So I bought Sunset Forest, even though I knew from the trailer I wasn't going to play it. Same thing there, but unlike Sunset Forest, I do want to play Ark Ascended. It looks great, the building's better, there's some of the cool dinos and that there, but when it really comes down to it, what value of money, what value are you actually getting from Ark Ascended? Because essentially when it comes down to it, it's the same game as Ark Evolved. For someone like me who got the game Ark Evolved for free, I could buy Ark Ascended and sit there and say basically with confidence that I'm still getting value for money right now. Because I got Ark Evolved for free. But what about people who didn't get Ark Evolved for free? What about the people who have been around since the start, that bought every single DLC when it first came out at full price and didn't get it in a sale or anything like that? What value of money are they getting from Ark Ascended? Absolutely nothing is the answer to that question. And I hate to say it to Studio Wildcard because make no mistake about it. Studio Wildcard aren't the problem. Snail Games are the problem. Although I met Studio Wildcards, I do think their ambition for Ark doesn't match their skill level in Unreal Engine at times, I must admit that, but at the same time, we all know Snail Games are the shoot basically, really. So, yeah, the value for money is the problem. That is the big problem right now. Because if you look at it, right, people thought they were initially getting Ark Ascended for free. Then, because that's what Jeremy, the lead developer of Studio Wildcard said, that's what he said. But then they found out, okay, they're not getting it free, there's some pack thing coming with basically Ark 2 and Ark Ascended together, and that got changed, and basically I think there was some other things in there as well there. When finally the price came out, we found out on the day it was buggy, there was a Strata deal, there was a whole bunch of negativity around that, and the negative thing keeps coming and coming and coming. Then you find out that for the 10th anniversary you're getting a gift from Snail Games, which is Ark Aquatica, but you have to pay for that gift. It's not how gifts work, but apparently that's how Snail Games think gifts work. So you have all that going on, then they come out and announce that it's going to be $30 for Ark Lost Colony. So, like, where is the value for money here? People want value for money, especially at this time right now, because there's a cost of living crisis going on. Our energy bills are spiked sky high. People want value for money, even if there wasn't a cost of living crisis going on right now. People would want a value for money. But they're not getting that from Ark right now. They're just not getting it at all. And this is why it's just been one negative thing after another, and eventually I feel like it all can be wrapped up in value for money. Like, I felt like I was getting so much value, I actually bought Ark Ascended. People are like, I'm not getting any value from Ark Ascended, I'm not having fun for the money that I'm spending on this, and they're now starting to leave. And most of us wouldn't blame them, we can't blame them. Like me, I've got plenty of game still left in Ark Vault, I've still got loads of things I can play, there's loads of overhaul mods I haven't played, and stuff like that. So I'm going to continue to get more value from Ark Vault, but I will refuse to buy Ark Aquatica because I'm now at a point when I'm starting to think, if I spend any more money on this game, I'm not going to get value for money anymore by spending any more money. Like, I've already bought Ark Ascended, I've already bought Bob's Tales, I haven't been able to play it because the Unreal Engine update hasn't came out, it's been delayed since October, November. It's looking very much shaping up like this Friday it's going to get delayed again, I think. Hopefully I'm wrong about that because they really need to get that out. But yeah, there's no value for money for players right now, and I think that's the reason why they're turning away from it. If you think about the actual game, if you actually look at the game right now, Ark Ascended, the maps are not really different. They look much better, obviously, because it's an Unreal Engine 5 update there, so they look much better. But the actual design of the maps, there's little changes here, like Scorched Earth has a new cave, the original spawn spot on the island, instead of being open on the beach on the other side, it's actually closed off where you have the drop basically coming down on it. On the cliff face it sticks out now, but it didn't used to be there in the original spawn spot, so you've got that now, but there's little things here and there basically, but though it doesn't, when I've seen other people playing it, and I meant like maybe I would think differently if I played it myself, maybe it would feel a lot different if I played it myself, but I haven't. But based on what I've seen from other players, it doesn't look different. Well, it looks different, but it doesn't feel different in the maps. So there's no real design. Like, I feel like a remastered version, there should be basically a new version of the island, like a new design basically to the island with some changes and stuff like that. That is what I think, but that is not what we got from that, and it's basically there on top of that. You've got the building. There is some value in the building. The building is far better on Ark Ascended. There's no doubt in that. So you're getting value from that, but to really add to the value of that, no, you're actually getting value from there. Let's be real. You're getting value from the building. There's no doubt in that. You're getting value from that. It's a much better. But the maps are pretty much the same as Ark Evolved. When it comes to the new dinosaurs, are they really essential? Gigantoraptor and a argument could be made that the Gigantoraptor is definitely value to that, because you didn't have the May winning, and for people at breeding they would have liked to use the Gigantoraptor. But if you don't really into breeding, which I think a lot of players aren't, well, not a lot of players, but some players are, so you might not see value to that new dino. The Oasisaur, well, that was part of the pack, Bob's Tales. The Phasasuchus, yeah, it's pretty cool. It's another a different option to get flint and metal, for sure. So it's something different from an Ankylosaurus. So there's some value to that, but not really essential because you do have an Ankylosaurus that you can use. Cosmo was part of the Bob's Tales. The Yeelin, I think it's called, and the new dinosaur for Aberration. That looked more annoying than actually giving you any value, to be honest. It seemed like players seemed to be more annoyed with that dinosaur. It seemed like it wasn't needed for Aberration because it made the green zone too much, basically. I felt like it was too much. Adding that into the green zone felt like the green zone was now too much. It was OTT over the top, I felt like. fair. It just feels like, because I feel like playing an aberration. I've been playing an aberration on Evolve recently, offline, and feel like that makes it the green zone too much. It's just too much. And obviously you've got the Pyro main. That was a DLC. Extinction. I can't remember what it's called, but Brachiosaurus, the big Dreadnoughtus. Brachiosaurus. Where the hell am I getting that from? Dreadnoughtus. There's definitely value to Dreadnoughtus because that is like a boss dino that you can use. I saw people using that for a boss dino. So these new dinos, you've got the new dinos that are coming in from Ark Additions as well, which will definitely add value to the game. There's no doubt in that. But the thing is, in Ark Evolved, you could get them as for free. Anyway, so does that really add any more value of money? I mean, you can get them free and involved, and they were originally going to be free in Ark Ascended as well. So I don't really think that adds any more value to the money you spent on buying Ark Ascended. So on its own. So based on that and all the other really good stuff that has been added to Ark Ascended is generally came through DLCs. If you like the Flying Horse, that's a DLC, a premium DLC fantasy creature you had to buy. The Bob Tall's Tales with skins and everything there is, there's definitely value to that DLC for sure. There's no doubt in that. You get some really cool creatures. I was very disappointed with the officers, I'll mind you. I was disappointed that there wasn't really a lot of room for building on that. I don't know if that's changed or not since it first came out, but it certainly didn't. They're watching Toastblog's video and Monarchy's Fool's Gold. He tried to build on it and there wasn't really a lot of room to build on it. So that was disappointing because I thought that would be a floating base that you could use in Scorched Earth. But that's still something you had to pay for as well. More money out of your pocket there. So that's more money you're spending and you're not even getting value from Ark Ascended already, so you're adding that on top of it. But Bob's Tall Tales on its own you're getting value from. And now they want you to spend $30 on the Lost Colony. No wonder people are mad, because they're not actually getting value from Ark Ascended on its own. This game that they're basically rebought. It's a remastered version of Ark Evolved, a game they've paid full price from the very beginning. Or even on sales and stuff there where they're paying money on that. And now it's getting to the point where people like myself who did get a lot of value from fans, so much value that actually bought Ark Ascended is now starting to question, am I going to get value for money going forward? And the answer is coming up no right now, so that is a problem. It's a massive problem because obviously snail games need money. They obviously need money because they're completely and utterly useless as a company and running a business basically. So they're needing money for sure. We heard it when it was on a community crunch basically. I think the reason why they were releasing the video is releasing Ark Ascended is because they needed money for Ark 2. So we know they need money. Yeah, fine, okay, businesses need money, so we're happy to support to a point. But we're at that point right now where there's no value for money. It's all good and well trying to make money for your business, but public image is far more important. And right now, the public image around Ark is just completely and utterly negative. So I urge Snail Games or I urge Studio Wildcard to really think about that and come up with something that's free for Ark Ascended. I personally think Ark Aquatica should be free for Ark Evolved. If you really want to give us a gift, then it should be free, because I ain't buying it. I will not buy it at all. But if it's free, I'll check it out. If it's free. But I ain't buying it at all. I always think this as well, which I don't expect to ever happen, but I think Ark Lost Colony should be free as well. And I urge Studio Wildcard and Snail Games to give Lost Colony away for free, because that will give people value for money for what they've already spent on for Ark Ascended. They need something for free. You need to give them, whether it's Lost Colony or another DLC or something, but something has to be added to it for free. Because you've also added Ark Astraz as a map, but you're expecting people to pay $15 for that. So, you got to give them something for free. That would help your public image right. If you don't do that, then I'm very much concerned where Ark is going to go from here. I'm very much concerned about this. You have to do it. I don't expect you to give Lost Colony away for free or Aquatica for free because snail games are completely and utterly useless. And I know for a fact they're the ones that are probably saying they need odd players on arm and a leg, basically, for fins. But that needs to happen because public image is far more important, especially right now for Ark Ascended. There's more people playing Ark Evolved than Ark Ascended. That should not be the case. You got to get the Unreal Engine update out as well. You got to focus on that fully. I got a feeling we're going to hear a bit of delay on that coming this Friday in the community crunch because there's supposed to be news this Friday coming. I don't know. This is I don't know. For this Friday it's coming anyway. There's supposed to be news on that, I believe. So hopefully it is news, but this is coming out and we actually get a date because that really, really is needed, basically. So. But you got to give Ark Lost Colony away for free. You got to give a DLC away for free and Ark Ascended to give people value for money. Because right now they are not getting value for money, and people like me who got Ark Evolved for free are starting to question if they're going to get value for money as well. And when that starts happening, which it is happening now, the very thing you're seeing is all happens. And that is players start to leave Ark altogether and they start to look for value for money elsewhere. That's a big problem you have. You got to fix that. You got to put Aquatica out for free, and you got to put out Lost Colony for free or another DLC for free or something. And I'm not just talking about a premium mod or addition creatures or free dinos or free skins or anything like that. I'm talking about a map or an overhaul mod. Something that gives value to the game. Something that adds to the shelf life of the game. Not something that's just been reskinned like a Pyro main. There's a reskin Shadow main. Not anything like that. Something that's actually worth it. Something that actually gives us value like a map to the game or an overhaul mod or something like that. There's something got to be added like that, I feel like. Anyway, I've talked a bit longer on Interior. I didn't think this would take 17.5 minutes here. But I felt like I wanted to put this out because value for money is the biggest problem I feel like in Ark Ascended right now. And until that changes, I'm worried about the future. Like a lot of people are right now, I think. Anyway, if you agreed with what I said, then please like the video. If you'd like to see featured gaming content from me, which I have a brand new season coming out on April 1st, then please subscribe for future content, gaming content. And until next time, yeah, take care.